Good morning, students. Once again, a very hearty welcome to the English world of Aradhya. Myself, Rasmin sir, imparting the knowledge of English to the students of 9 to 12 standard in English medium. Students, remember, we are at present doing the lesson Discovering Truth, the Saga Continues. Okay, this is your third lesson. In my previous two videos, we have seen how they went for the discovery of Tut, and Tut has become a center of attraction for years. You know, he died for 3,300 years ago. But in 1922, Howard Carter took out his body. All those we had seen in the last video, and then it was very difficult for Howard Carter to separate his body from the coffin box. So he tried different things. Okay, he went for this orthodox ways of separating it. He put it in the sunlight, but then also nothing happened. In 149 degree also, that resin which had become very hard did not melt, and then finally decided that he would go for chiseling it away through chisel and hammer. Okay, there we had stopped. Now from there onwards we will continue. Okay, page 25. In his defense, Carter really had little choice, because that time you see all those technological instruments were not there. In 1922, the technology was not so advanced. So that's why he says that he did not have any other choice. So that's why he had to go for the chiseling it away. If he hadn't cut the mummy free, thieves most certainly would have circumvented the guards and ripped it apart to remove the gold. So this is what Carter says in his defense, कि अगर उसने इसको ये चीज़ल से अलग नहीं किया होता तो क्या था, तो वहाँ गार्ड्स these thieves आते, thieves would have avoided the guards and gone to loot, to plunder the gold collection inside the coffin box. वो गार्ड को क्या चकमा दे के अंदर जाके सब ये गोल्ड का लूट लेते, इसलिए उसको ये करना पड़ा. Okay, in Tut's time the royals were fabulously wealthy. Okay, fabulously means extremely. The royal people were very wealthy people. They had plenty of wealth, and they thought or hoped they could take their riches with them. इतने सारे पैसे वाले थे, संपत्ति वाले थे, तो उनको ऐसा ही लगता था कि जब वो मर जाएंगे तभी भी ये संपत्ति अपने साथ ले जाएंगे. Understood? Nobody can take it, but they had that belief. Okay. For his journey to the great beyond, King Tut was lavished with glittering goods. Now he is going for his eternal journey. After death, our eternal journey begins. So that's why he was lavished with glittering goods. उसके साथ इतना चमकता हुआ सब सामान रखा था. Okay, precious collars, inlaid necklaces, okay, and bracelets, rings, amulets. Amulets means tawij. A ceremonial apron. The apron, that long cloak-like thing, sandals, sheaths for his fingers, yani covering for his fingers and toes, and the now iconic inner coffin and mask. So all those things were just put with King Tut's body, all of pure gold. और ये सब चीजें क्या है, प्योर गोल्ड की बनी थी. To separate Tut from his adornments, Carter's men removed the mummy's head and severed nearly every major joint. So it is said कि ये सब चीज़ें निकालने के लिए, to separate Tut from his adornment, ये जो उसको डेकोरेट किया था ये सब चीज़ों से, वो सब हटाने के लिए कार्टर के मैन ने क्या किया, कार्टर के आदमियों ने पहले उसके हेड को अलग किया, ओके, एंड देन अदर बॉडी को अलग किया, severed nearly every major joint. So here you see this is a joint. Here elbow you get joint. At knee you get a joint. Okay, at thigh region you can get a joint. So these joints, it is said that Carter's men just severed means cut down. Once they had finished, they reassembled the remains on a layer of sand in a wooden box with padding that concealed the damage. The bed where Tut now rests. ये सब करने के बाद when they found out everything, after that again they assembled the body, again they put the joints, okay, in the box with sand. It was a wooden box, in that they put the sand and then just covered it with something so that the cut part would not be seen. Now archaeology has changed substantially in the intervening decades. Okay, so in the middle decades you see archaeology has changed substantially, because now archaeologists also take the help of many new scientific inventions, many new scientific tools. बराबर, उनका वो सहारा लेके आर्कियोलॉजी करते हैं, फोकसिंग लेस ऑन ट्रेजर एंड मोर ऑन फैसिनेटिंग डिटेल्स ऑफ लाइफ एंड इंट्रिगिंग मिस्ट्रीज ऑफ डेथ. अर्लियर आर्कियोलॉजिस्ट वर मेनली इंटरेस्टेड स्टूडेंट्स इन फाइंडिंग द आर्टिफैक्ट्स. You can call it articles also, golden articles, silver articles, precious golden articles or artifacts. इसमें interest था. But now archaeologists have the interest in knowing about the life of that person and also about solving the death mystery. Okay, intriguing mysteries of death. It also uses more sophisticated tools because अभी टेक्नोलॉजी बढ़ गई है, तो अभी जो टूल्स आए हैं वो क्या है, सोफिस्टिकेटेड है. सोफिस्टिकेटेड मीन्स मोर रिफाइंड, इंक्लूडिंग मेडिकल टेक्नोलॉजी. So they also include medical technology to find out whether this person was given poison, whether he was killed with some other weapon, okay, how he was killed. So they use the medical technology also. In 1968, more than 40 years after Carter's discovery, an anatomy professor x-rayed the mummy and revealed a startling fact. And what was that startling fact? ये उसने किया, हावर्ड कार्टर ने किया 1922 में. उसके बाद 1968 में एक एनाटॉमी का प्रोफेसर था. एनाटॉमी मीन्स द स्टडी ऑफ द बॉडी. उसका एक प्रोफेसर था. he just x-rayed the entire body and came with some startling facts. startling यानी चौंकाने वाले facts वो उसने बताए. what were those facts? You see, beneath the resin that cakes his chest, his breastbone and front ribs were missing. तो ये startling fact ही है स्टूडेंट. अंडरस्टूड? ये चौंका देने वाला फैक्ट ही है. बोले रेजिन के नीचे जहाँ उसकी चेस्ट का पार्ट था, तो बोले यहाँ उसका ब्रेस्ट बोन, ओके, चेस्ट के पार्ट में ब्रेस्ट का बोन और उसके रिब्स मिसिंग थे ही नहीं. ऐसा एनाटॉमी के प्रोफेसर ने कहा. ओके, इफ एनीबडी ऑर्डिनरी पर्सन सेज पीपल विल नॉट बिलीव, बट ही इज अ प्रोफेसर ऑफ एनाटॉमी. एनाटॉमी मीन्स द स्टडी ऑफ द बॉडी. उसका प्रोफेसर ने कहा कि इसके ये पार्ट्स मिसिंग है, तो एनीबडी वुड फील इट डाउटफुल. ओके, टुडे डायग्नोस्टिक इमेजिंग कैन बी डन विथ कंप्यूटेड टोमोग्राफी और सिटी स्कैन. तो इट्स फुल फॉर्म इज कंप्यूटेड टोमोग्राफी. एंड व्हाट इज इट? इट इज यूज्ड फॉर डिस्प्लेइंग अ क्रॉस सेक्शन थ्रू अ ह्यूमन बॉडी यूजिंग एक्सरेज एंड अल्ट्रासाउंड. ओके, by which hundreds of x-rays in cross section are put together like slices of bread to create a 3-dimensional virtual body. ये CT स्कैन करके तुम्हें 3D इमेज मिलती है बॉडी की. 3D यानी from 3 direction you can see, and then you can be sure that no part is missing or something is missing. So they are using also 3D CT scan. What more would a CT scan reveal of truth than the X-ray? तो एक्सरे से ज़्यादा वो क्या बताएगा? व्हेन यू टेक द एक्सरे मीन्स एक्सरे इज टेकन फ्रॉम द फ्रंट साइड, ओके, और दिस साइड, बट हियर इन सीटी स्कैन यू गेट द पिक्चर फ्रॉम एवरी साइड, सो दैट इज मच मोर ट्रस्टवर्दी. एंड कुड इट आंसर 2 of the biggest questions still lingering about him? How did he die and how old was he at the time of his death? So can CT scan give the answers to these 2 questions? कि how did he die and how old was he when he died? ये बता सकता है. Those are the questions against the CT scan. Okay, King Tut's demise was a big event even by royal standards. King Tut का मौत, demise यानी death, was a big event. ये बहुत बड़ी घटना थी. क्यों? क्योंकि अभी वो टीन एज में है और वो मर गया. अंडरस्टूड। तो रॉयल स्टैंडर्ड के हिसाब से देखें तो भी ये बहुत बड़ी घटना थी। ही वॉज द लास्ट ऑफ हिज फैमिलीज लाइन, इसके हिसाब से भी बहुत बड़ी घटना थी कि कोई चाहता है कि इसकी फैमिली आगे रूल नहीं करे, इसलिए इसको ही मार दो। अभी इसने शादी भी नहीं की है तो इसके भी बच्चे नहीं है, तो नोबडी विल कम टू रूल, सो हियर देयर रूल विल एंड। सो दैट्स वाई इट इज क्या है, डायरेक्टिंग अस फॉर डाउट्स। ओके, एंड हिज फ्यूनरल वॉज डेथ रेटल ऑफ डायनेस्टी। ओके, उसकी फ्यूनरल की, इसका मतलब कि क्या है, डेथ रेटल शुरू हुआ डायनेस्टी का। बट द पर्टिकुलर्स ऑफ हिज पासिंग अवे एंड इट्स आफ्टर मौत आर अनक्लियर। हाउ ही डाइड, that is unclear. What were the aftermaths, that is also unclear. The situation that takes place after his death, that is also unclear. Okay, so now we will come to know about his family line. So first we begin with Amenhotep. Now Amenhotep III, what was he? He was either Tut's father or grandfather. You can call him a grandfather. Okay, was a powerful fellow who ruled for almost 4 decades. 4 decades यानी 40 साल, 40 years, at the height of the 18th dynasty's golden age. Okay, his son Amenhotep IV. Okay, this grandfather was Amenhotep III. Then his son Amenhotep IV came to rule after his death. Okay, and what he did? Succeeded him and initiated one of the strangest periods in the history of ancient Egypt. वो जैसे ही गद्दी पे आया उसने स्ट्रेंज चीजें करना शुरू कर दिया. So his rule time is considered as the strangest period in the history of ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt, not modern Egypt. बराबर. तो ancient Egypt के टाइम में बोले ये बहुत स्ट्रेंज पीरियड था क्योंकि उसने सब स्ट्रेंज चीजें करना शुरू हुआ. द न्यू फेरो प्रमोटेड द वर्शिप ऑफ द एटन, द सन डिस्क. नाउ ही आस्क्ड द पीपल टू गो फॉर द वर्शिप ऑफ एटन, एंड एटन मीन्स द सन डिस्क. सन की जो डिस्क होती है उसको वो एटन बोलते हैं. ओके, चेंज्ड हिज नेम टू आखेनेटन. व्हाट वाज हिज नेम? Amenhotep IV, which was given to him by his father Amenhotep III. But when he came to rule, he changed his own name and he took the name Akhenaten. Okay, it means servant of the Aten. अपने आप को एटन का सर्वेंट बताया. And moved the religious capital from the old city of Thebes to the new city of Akhetaten. This was the third strange thing that he did. जो कैपिटल था वो भी चेंज कर दिया. ओल्ड सिटी ऑफ थीब्स में था कैपिटल, वहाँ से वो आखेटेटन पे ला दिया कैपिटल. नोन एज अमरना, सो दैट कैपिटल सिटीज नेम वाज आल्सो नोन एज अमरना. ही फर्दर शॉक्ड द कंट्री बाय अटैकिंग आमून, अ मेजर गॉड, स्मैशिंग हिज इमेजेस एंड क्लोजिंग हिज टेम्पल्स. नाउ दिस इज फोर्थ स्ट्रेंज थिंग ही डिड. ओके, एक तो लोगों को बुलाओ, बोले ये एटन की ही पूजा करो, और जो उनका रेगुलर गॉड था आमुन, तो उसके सभी टेम्पल्स पे अटैक किया, उसकी इमेजेस तोड़ डाली. अंडरस्टूड? एंड उसके टेम्पल सब बंद कर दिए. तो दिस वाज द फोर्थ स्ट्रेंजेस्ट थिंग. इट मस्ट हैव बीन अ हॉरिफिक टाइम, सेड रे जॉनसन, डायरेक्टर ऑफ द यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ शिकागो's रिसर्च सेंटर इन लग्जर. ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल्सो अ डायरेक्टर ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर यूनिवर्सिटी. बराबर, शिकागो रिसर्च सेंटर का वो डायरेक्टर है. वो बोलता है कि इट मस्ट हैव बीन अ हॉरिफिक टाइम. बराबर, ऐसा धोनी बंदा कभी राजा बन गया तो पब्लिक की क्या है, वाट लग जाएगी. स्टूडेंट्स, वो जो भी उसके दिमाग में आएगा, ही विल आस्क द पीपल टू फॉलो एंड पीपल विल बी इन मिसरेबल. The family that had ruled for centuries was coming to an end, and then Akhenaten went a little wacky. Wacky means crazy. Already उसने ये सब changes तो किए ही थे. तो जब कोई ऐसी हरकतें करता है, it means the people will think that now his end is very near. Okay, the family which had ruled the country for centuries, now it seems that because of the strange decisions taken by Akhenaten, now their rule will come to an end. And that's what happens. After 2 generations, their rule is over. Okay, after this you have one more person who comes to throne, that is Menkaure. and then his son Tut. And Tut died at very early age, in his younger days only, in his teenage. So because of this Amenhotep IV, all these troubles came. Okay, we will see in the next paragraph. After Akhenaten's death, a mysterious ruler named Smenkhare, okay, already I have written Smenkhare, came for a brief period, appeared briefly and exited with hardly a trace. Understood? So, students, here you can compare this particular king Smenkhare with the Mughal emperor Humayun. Humayun also ruled for just 7-8 years and then he died. So, you can compare him with Humayun, and that's why his son Akbar had to come to rule at very young age. Akbar was hardly 12 years of age when he came to the throne. तो ऐसी ही हालत है यहाँ कि स्मेंखारे रूल्ड फॉर वेरी शॉर्ट पीरियड 7-8 years only, and he did not do anything much. So there is no mention of what he did during his rule. But that time his son Tut was very young. So because Smenkhare died very early, so his son had to come to throne. Okay. So after Akhenaten's death, a mysterious ruler named Smenkhare appeared briefly and exited with hardly a trace. Yani hardly he did anything. Okay. And then a very young Tutankhaten took the throne. That is our Tut. Okay. Tutankhaten is his name. Tutankhaten. But in short, he is known as Tut. Okay. Took the throne. King Tut, as he is widely known today. Okay, people know him by this name only, Tut, King Tut. The boy king soon changed his name to Tutankhamun. And you remember, Amun was their regular god, whom Amenhotep IV removed. His images were destroyed. Okay, and his temples were shut down by Amenhotep IV. Now this fellow came. So what his grandfather did, he is doing just the opposite of it. He changed himself to Akhenaten, here Tutankhamun. Okay, and it means what? It means living image of Amun. वो बोले मैं आमुन की लिविंग इमेज हूँ, इसके नाम का मतलब वैसा होता था. Okay, so he revived the old god and oversaw a restoration of the old days. So what was going on before his grandfather's rule, same thing he brought back, restored all those things, old ways, okay, of worshipping Amun. He reigned for about 9 years and then died unexpectedly. Students, so it is possible that when he was very young, say 6 or 7 years of age, that time he must have come to the throne, or 8 years of age. And after 9 years, means when he was 17 only, that time he died unexpectedly. Understood? So students, he is the youngest ruler of this particular dynasty. Okay. Regardless of his fame and the speculation about his fate, Tut is one mummy among many Egypt. So forget about his rule, forget about his fame, forget about his all the speculation about his fate. But Tut is one mummy among many Egypt, many in Egypt. In Egypt, you see many pharaohs were made mummy, and one of them is this Tut's mummy. No one knows. The Egyptian mummy project, which began in an inventory, yani a list in late 2003, has recorded almost 600 so far and is still counting. So they have found out the mummy of 600 different pharaohs, and they are still counting, means still they are getting new and more mummies. Understood? So list is going endless. Okay. So students, here we stop. In my next video, we will see the remaining lesson. In this particular video, you came to know about the dynasty of this king Tut and what his father, grandfather and other people had done, and when he came to throne, what he did. All those we have seen. In my next video, we will see now the latest research on his body and what are the outcomes of those researches. So till then, students, stay fit, stay fine. Have a good day. God bless you.